welcome. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our broadcast of 3C2A action here in the Women's Softball Championship. This is the losers bracket playoff round here, Game 4, Game 2 on our Saturday broadcast of SoCal College Sports. I'm Emery Johnson, your play-by-play broadcaster. This afternoon, I'll be joined by Jeff Stoynoff and Mike Zapata later on. They're currently doing some technical work on the field so we can get more camera angles for you today. Starting defensive lineup here for San Mateo. Your pitcher, Morgan Jones, is going to be playing in the flex, but your starting lineup, number 1, Megan Wells, shortstop. Batting second, number 2, your center fielder, Kristen Kawaki. I'm going to jump off of that really quick and jump onto the San Mateo. Here we go, San Joaquin Delta. Going to be leading off, Megan Wells. Takes strike 1 here to lead off the top of the first. I'm going to move down that music as we get onto this broadcast. Morgan Jones into her windup. Fires, that's going to be away, ball 1, 1-1 the count goes. That one farther outside is going to be ball 2, 2-1 the count. Job of a leadoff hitter to see as many pitches, give the rest of her team an opportunity to see the pitcher as well and how they're going to start attacking each individual count. Jones throws an inside fastball that's hit at the front of the zone. That's fouled. 2-2 the count goes. Like I was saying before, leadoff hitter, your job primarily is to make sure that you can see as many pitches and get that pitch count up. Try to see if you can get a relief pitcher in the game. Also tires out your starting pitcher. Puts them in a position where they're going to be start leaving out pitches over the middle of the plate, and that's going to be hit high to left field. Drawing foul and over to make the catch is Emily Kotla. But she drops it. Ends up being just a long strike. And Megan Wells gets a new life. We'll see which direction Jones decides to take this count. Here's a delivery. This pitch away, going to be fouled off again. This time very late on an outside fastball. Not able to catch up to it. We have a battle here. First hitter of the inning, top of the first. I apologize for not having my stat sheets on me. Nonetheless.
Here you go, Emery.
We'll bring them up soon. This ball fouled to the right side, late again on a away pitch. Still 2-2 count. Here's the delivery, 2-2, payoff pitch, up the middle. That looks like it's going to be a base hit, and it is. Megan Wells hits a ground ball up the middle for a base hit to lead off the top of the first.
I was wondering when we were going to get started.
There we go.
Jeff's here.
Jeff is here to come in on color commentary. Hi, Jeff. The Jeff Stoynoff in the booth. Kristen Kawaki.
Say that 10 times fast.
Kristen Kawaki.
Don't challenge this guy. You know what's going to happen.
And she tries to bunt the ball here on an 0-0 count. Runner on first base going nowhere. It's going to be strike 1. Misses the bunt. You saw Jordan Davis come up on that one. The corners are pinched right now on the impending bunt.
San Mateo love to get off to a fast start here. First to erase the the one-run loss yesterday and get themselves back on a winning track, but also with San Joaquin Delta having struggled so much in their opener, an opportunity for the Bulldogs to jump on them right away, put them back in a hole.
Fastball away. Morgan Jones falls to 1-1 on the count. Still ahead here. Kristen Kawaki attempting to do a job, get the runner into scoring position. Away pitch popped up to the left side. Lauren Quirk able to make the catch for out number 1, and that's going to be an infield pop-up to retire Kawaki. That's out number 1. Now up to bat, Allie Steins, second baseman.
Steins had a big day yesterday with 3 hits.
First pitch popped up to the shortstop, Megan Wells. She's underneath it and makes the catch. First pitch swinging. Possibly coach going to be having a conversation with Steins about that. Out number 2, bringing up to bat, Gabby Zucchiati. Runner on first, top of the first. 2 outs. Jones into the delivery. This is hammered to the right-hand side. It's deep. It's gone all the way. Touch 'em all. Gabby Zucchiati with an absolute blast here in the top of the first. Morgan Jones.
Take a look at the replay, and the pitch is clearly up in the zone. And with Zucchiati, who comes in with 10 home runs on the season and average up over 500, seldom will you get away with a ball up in the zone, and Jones didn't there. And that's just what the doctor ordered if you're San Mateo. Get out to the early lead, keep the Mustangs down.
Most important thing for Morgan Jones here is to make sure that she does not get erratic here in the first inning. We saw in our last game between the Mounties and the Chargers that Destiny Vasquez, the best pitcher in the 3C2A for women's softball, able to work out of a first inning home run, 2-run homer, and actually almost exactly like that, except it was to left field. That's the first home run actually I believe we've seen this weekend to right field.
First one to right.
First pitch, high and away, ball 1 to Samantha Dean.
We got the center field camera out there, so as long as they go to left or right, that's okay. It's
we don't want
straightaway center. That,
we had a home
shot
run
we don't want to see.
I think it was actually the first home run that we saw in the first game this afternoon. That was about 10 feet to the left. Ground ball just foul.
You're going to see
Dean fights
very
off an inside fastball
on one of those shots.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I was nervous.
It's a lot of really expensive technology we got out there. It doesn't come cheap.
That it does not.
No, it does not.
Jones pitch away. 2-1 the count. Go back and look at that home run later tonight. That was absolutely hammered. This one's fouled back on a very similar pitch, high and away fastball. 2-2 the count now, 2 outs, nobody on base. And the pitch, inside, hits her.
Well, you get to 2 strikes, and now you got to start over.
That's got to hurt.
As our pitching coach said at Moore Park this year, hey, if you're going to hit someone, hit them early in the count. Don't waste the pitches.
Yeah, don't waste the pitches. That's modern baseball right there.
Oh, yeah.
When you're obsessing about pitch count on hit batsmen.
Nonetheless, want to keep it to softball. Or so I've been told. I apologize beforehand. This pitch away going to be called a ball to Jordan Davis, the first baseman. That one pretty close. Run on first here at the top of the first inning. Jones up the middle. This one tipped off of Jones' gloves underneath the feet of Megan Wells.
Wells is in good position to potentially make that play, and it's deflected partially by Jones. And I think that really ended up hurting Megan Wells on that play, the little misdirection. And Wells has that one slip through the wickets.
That's going to be called a base hit here.
I think that's a good call. It's
Yeah,
a tough play for Wells off the deflection by Jones. So
hit
first
hard.
and second, and the Mustangs just trying to get out of this first inning, and now there's a couple on here, and Jones still in a jam.
They're going to take a mound visit here.
Does that mean no trivia? Since we have to keep it softball only?
Oh, man. Oh, no.
Well, listen, I hit you guys with the Black Sox, and you were pretty good on that though, Matt.
Yeah.
But we only got 2 out of 8. So
Well, to be fair,
That's pretty bad.
That's the question of the weekend.
To be fair, I have seen the Field of Dreams like a million times growing up. So
Right. Well, you should have. They really mentioned 3 in Field of Dreams. 8 men out is the one you really want to see. Then you know all 8 of them.
Now up to bat, Lexi Riccardi takes an outside ball 1.
So anyway, to answer your question, I think we're thinking that movies are safe territory. So
oh, okay.
1-0 the count.
everybody loves movies.
2 outs here, top of the first. Morgan Jones in a tough situation here. Does not mean they cannot answer back in the bottom of the first, but you got to get there in the first place. Ground ball hit to shortstop. Throws across her body, throws in time. Megan Wells makes the throw. Jordan Davis with a putout. That's going to be the end of the top of the first here, ladies and gentlemen. It's an elimination game. Game 2 of our second day here in Bakersfield. I'm Emory Johnson alongside Jeff Stoynoff. And we head to the bottom of the first on SoCal College Sports. Back here at the bottom of the first inning, Delta able to hit a 2-run home run early on here in the top of the first. Now, I did make a mistake, and I apologize to everybody listening at home. Morgan Jones does not pitch for Mateo. She pitches for San Joaquin Delta. And
Morgan Jones is going.
Yeah, Morgan Jones is now
for
pitching.
San Mateo. Peyton Rose, I
Peyton
believe,
Rose
on the
is the
mound
pitcher
for San Joaquin Delta.
For San Joaquin Delta.
On the plus side, you're warmed up saying Morgan Jones. So as we head to the bottom of the first inning,
Yeah.
we're all set.
All right, so there's a strike across the plate. Up to bat, leadoff hitter Kaylee Burkle. Due up next, number 9. Number 9. Playing second base, Haley Nunez, and finally due up third baseman. And this is ripped by Burkle. She's headed for 2 into the corner right field. And that's a stand-up double here in the bottom of the first for Kaylee Burkle.
You know, going back to last night, Emory, the problem for San Joaquin Delta was not getting runners on base. As they found out trying to get extra bases, that was a problem. But the Mustangs were able to generate a couple of rallies, but they couldn't come up with any timely hitting to keep themselves in the game. But they've been swinging the bat pretty well so far this weekend.
Yeah, I was going to say it was just a matter of connecting hits together and not the number of hits. Because if you look at the stats, they hit the ball quite a few times. This one's going to be slapped to left field, almost like a swinging bunt through. That's a base hit for Nunez. And that's a base hit that moves the runner over to third. A run that puts them within 1 is now 60 feet away. Nunez with a base hit to left field. Morgan Jones early on in a jam here. It's going to sound like I'm saying her name a lot.
Well, it'll drop off now.
Man, have I made a mistake, but nonetheless, We'll work through it. Up to the plate, Vanessa Contreras, the third baseman.
Interesting that the decision to put Burkle in the leadoff spot with a team leading 10 home runs, that's more than twice as many as anybody else on the team. But no shortage of good hitters through the meat of the order, but I think it's interesting.
Fastball away for a strike here, 1-0 the count, or 0-1 the count. No outs, runners on the corners here in the bottom of the first.
That you put Burkle in the top spot. It's an interesting move.
Jones into her motion, fires away, ball one. It's 1-1 the count, no outs.
She thought about throwing it to one of the bases. The catcher did.
Thinking of a snap throw.
The job of a catcher in many ways is to be intimidating more than anything. And especially in the game of softball, when the base paths are shorter, 60 feet, you have to be such a beast back there. A lot of respect for the catcher. And there's a foul ball.
Just gets a piece.
But not able to put it in play. Softball, man, all the respect goes to the catchers because they have the toughest position on the field, hands down. I don't think there's anybody else, possibly the third baseman because they're right there on the hot corner, or the first baseman. But all my respect goes to the catchers out there listening to this. Ground ball to second baseman, fielded, got the out at second base, but not before a run scores.
Little juggle on the slow
Samantha
roller.
Dean not able to field the ball properly. On the fielder's choice, Vanessa Contreras gets on board.
And that brings home a run.
Bringing up to the plate, Chance Bailey. Jones, delivery, outside, ball one.
It's a good answer by the Mustangs here in the bottom of the first, pushing one across.
Away, ball two. Some action in the Mateo bullpen here. I don't think we'll see a pitcher this early on subbed on, but who knows? Anything's possible. That ball's inside.
Did it get
off
a base?
the elbow guard? No. Or does she have an elbow guard? We're not sure. No, she does not. Well, Bailey takes a hit by pitch, inside ball. She gets to first. Moving the runner over to second. We do have a runner in scoring position now. One out, bottom of the first.
Unlike the other three teams here, it looks as though, at least statistically, San Joaquin Delta plays a little more station to station. Softball, not as much running on the base paths, so.
Well, it's starting to cool down a little bit, so that's got to be a little bit easier on the players out there.
Generally, collectively in the press box here, all rooting for the sun to go down. I think we've got good news.
We've got 3 areas of expertise in this press box with us. Movie trivia, sports. Okay, so I guess 4. and the weather.
Ooh. What an icebreaker. So how's that weather going?
We really won't say which one we know the most about.
If you want to tweet out, you can tweet us where you are listening from. We'd love to hear where you're at and what the weather's like. At what's the Twitter, Jeff?
At SoCal College SPO.
Thank you, Matt.
You're very welcome. He was looking at stats.
I'll let Matt handle those types of questions.
Tweet out at us. We want to hear where you're listening from and what the weather's like. That would be some fun. Once again, we thank you for tuning into this afternoon's broadcast of 3C2A action in the Women's Softball Championship. It's game 4 of this tournament. The first elimination game we'll be watching today. There's strike one. The count falls to 1-1 here. One's guns, as we say. Most important pitch of that bat, most likely actually right here. High fastball that goes for a ball. Kaufman not biting. Working on an at bat here. 2-1 the count. Jones has to answer back here intelligently. Breaking ball away. Ball 3. Now, you definitely don't want to walk anybody because that puts a runner only 60 feet
moves
away.
2 runners in the scoring position. But really, you're off to a good start. You got the 2-0 lead, and now Jones comes out into the circle and is just having all kinds of trouble finding the strike zone.
It's really because I set her up the wrong way. And that's swung on and fouled away. I set her up wrong the inning before, and she gave up a home run in the top of the inning apparently.
And that was that probably is what threw her off. That was a good pitch on 3-1 there in the strike zone, but up a little bit in the zone, not giving in on that pitch.
And a hard pitch inside.
Yeah.
It's an up and in pitch, not missing over the middle of the plate because that's the same exact pitch. Oh, and there's a strike 3 called. Got her looking.
Almost in an identical spot there, Emery.
Punch out here for Jones. That's a huge out. That's a huge punch out in this situation. Softball, strikeout, a lot more important than in baseball in some ways. Out number 2 here. It's pitch low and away, ball 1 here. Chastity Davis, right fielder, up to the plate here.
Coming in batting 349.
It's a pretty high batting average.
Yeah. When we get some lull in the action, we'll go ahead and go over the final scores for baseball. We went over that last game, but not everybody watches both games. So we want to make sure everybody's informed.
Yeah, sectionals going on as we get ready for the championships up in Fresno.
Cypress is on in that, are they not?
No, Cypress is not, but we got
San
San
Joaquin
Joaquin.
Delta is.
Oh, well, the men's team. That ball fouled to the left-hand side just a little bit late, Davis was. It's going to be 2-1 the count now.
And you can see Davis there trying to take the pitch the other way, and that's not surprising with the tailing action on the pitches for Jones, working away from the left-handed bat.
Jones, delivery. Outside pitch called for a strike. Looks like a breaking ball there. Good pitch by Jones. 1 pitch away from getting out of this jam here in the bottom of the first. Runners first and second.
Starting to settle down on the last couple of at-bats. Starting to locate the pitches a little better.
Davis looking to answer back. Payoff pitch, ball 3. Full count here. Runners first and second.
You guys were talking during yesterday's game about how the batter has to track the ball coming from the sun into the shade and how that might affect their ability to hit the ball.
Just starting to see
that
now.
Definitely does.
Yeah, we're starting to get the
inside fastball, solder off. There it is. And they're going to call foul ball.
Yeah, it looked like maybe got her on the foot in the box.
Did a good job of sawing her off there. We'll see
get a
it
quick
here on
look at it.
replay. Yeah, she does. Fouls it off her foot. Good job coming inside there by Jones. That's what it takes to get to the next level. Having confidence in an inside fastball can have such a devastating effect. This one outside, breaking ball. There it is. Out number 3. Swinging strikeout, 2 Ks in the bottom of the second. And we head to the top, the bottom of the first. We head to the top of the second. You're watching 3C2A action on SoCal College Sports.
And remember, everybody, if you couldn't make the trip out to Bakersfield for this weekend's festivities, we'll say that, you can always catch all of the games that we broadcast, regardless of sport, on our website at www.socalcollegesports.com. You can also watch all of our games that are being live streamed on our YouTube channel. That is SoCal College Sports 1. And again, be sure to follow us on Twitter at SoCal College SPO.
Back here at the top of the second. Due up the 8-9 and leadoff batter. Lauren Quirk up to bat here. Tries to bunt early on, and that's going to be called foul. Peyton Rose, the pitcher for San Joaquin Delta. It's going to be strike one on the foul bunt attempt here from Lauren Quirk. Due up next, Emily Colta, and due up after her, Megan Wells. That's who we're guaranteed to see this inning. Peyton Rose, long inning last inning. We'll see what she has to do to answer back, and that's a base hit to left center field. Lauren Quirk able to get on board here to lead off the top of the second. That's a base hit. Bringing up Emily Kotla. Rose into the windup, a high foul ball on the bunt attempt, strike one. Unable to get it down. Moving over that leadoff hitter is a very, very important thing. In many ways looked at by coaches as the most important thing you can do as the second batter up in an inning if you get a leadoff hitter aboard. 2-1 the score, no outs here at the top of the second. Peyton Rose into her delivery, fires, inside pitch fouled back. Strike two, Emily Kotla in a hole early on here in this account.
Kotla comes in batting .235. No home runs, 5 runs batted in.
Slight breeze moving left to right here in the outfield. You can see all the flags. And that pitch is away, rings her up, punch out here for Peyton Rose. What a way to answer back after the leadoff base hit. Strikeout for Emily Kotla, bringing up Megan Wells.
Terrific location at the knees on the outside corner. Not a lot Kotla can do with it. Rose took the loss yesterday
against San Joaquin Delta, 8-6.
Oh, and this is hammered down the left field line. Just pushed foul. What a job by Wells. Took an inside pitch and hit it exactly where it needed to go, but it ends up just being a long strike.
Yeah, and Rose does a good job there taking a little bit off. That was a breaking ball, and it had Wells a little bit out in front.
This buys her a lot of different pitches now later in this at-bat. If she can be effective with a breaking ball here or even a fastball, this buys her a fastball deep in the count. Gets away possibly with a little bit of a mistake there, but nonetheless puts her in a good position. This was attempted bunt, foul, straight back.
Jeff, we also have Grossmont on top of Long Beach City College, 10-2. And Orange Coast being toppled by El Camino.
El Camino very hot in the second half of the season.
And that was 8-10. Now, that was the non-Compton El Camino because there's two of them.
I don't think that's the name they're going for, though. El Camino Non-Compton.
Yeah, doesn't quite ring.
Inside pitch, fouled. Looked like a fastball on the hands. Does a good job of sawing off Wells. Peyton Rose moving the ball around the plate pretty well here. Still 0-2. One out here in the top of the second.
Well, it was a rough first inning, but the one mistake that Rose really made was the ball up in the zone, taken out for the home run.
And what a dangerous hitter Gabby Zucchiotti is. Pitch away out of the zone. Catcher doing a job to try and frame it there. Not going to get any help from the umpire. Not that she should have. That was a ball. Wells in a hole. Battling here. Fastball away. Rose sends it over to Hernandez. That's going to be a put out, and out number 2 here.
And real quick, the final score update. Sacramento City eked by Olone 4-3.
Now up Kristen Kawaki.
Already working through the second time through the order, and we're only in the top of the second.
Yeah. Popped up her last time to the third baseman. This ball fouled into the glove, strike 1.
We talked a lot in Game 1 yesterday about the opportunities missed by Mount San Antonio College, leaving 12 runners on base in that game. But it was San Mateo that also squandered a couple of opportunities in that game, including a bases-loaded one-out situation when they had a 2-1 lead. And I make that point only to make the point that they continue to put runners on base today, and this may be a situation that comes back to bite them.
Yeah, absolutely. Scoring with runners in scoring position, or, able to generate runs with runners in scoring position or runners on base is essentially how the game of softball and even the game of baseball is supposed to work. This ball away, hit to Vanessa Contreras, throws it to first. Ariana Hernandez there for the putout. And that's going to wrap up the top of the second. We head to the bottom of the second. San Joaquin Delta due up here. We'll get back to you in a moment. Here you're seeing clips from this afternoon's trophy presentation and awards ceremony. Obviously, the 3C2A putting on a great event here for these wonderful and awesome women who made it to this championship weekend. We applaud everybody who competed on their 3C2A season this year for
and
any
some that didn't make it to the championship.
Yeah, well,
but we're still
the ones that didn't make it and the ones that did make it. Anybody who competed this season, we applaud you on having a great season. And what a wonderful thing is that athletes can come out here and do this, and they put on such a great event here every single year. And we appreciate the 3C2A for all the work that they do.
And appreciate Bakersfield. It's the last year that they're going to host it for the foreseeable future. It'll be transitioning over down to Mount Sac next year as they move to a bigger format, 18 double elimination event.
Oh, my goodness. That's a lot of games. So we head to the bottom of the second. Morgan Jones worked out of a jam last inning. We'll see what she's able to do this time. Throws fastball away, ball 1 to Ariana Hernandez, who's here to lead it off. We have the 7, 8, and 9 hitter due up here in the bottom of the second.
Hernandez, a .256 hitter, 2 home runs, 25 runs batted in.
Morgan Jones into her windup, delivers. This is an inside fastball hit down the left field line, called just foul. It was just on the line. Strike 1 is a 1-1 count here.
I got to tell you, Emery, that was a great piece of hitting by Hernandez. That ball was up and a little bit inside.
Oh, yeah.
And Hernandez was actually able to turn on it and get the head of the bat on the ball.
Yeah, she definitely
takes good bat
that
speed.
Ball.
Just a little bit in front of it, pulled it foul.
You bring up a very good point.
Happens once in a while.
Now, Jeff, one of the longtime broadcasters here for SoCal College Sports. We appreciate all the work that he does. That ball away, strike 2 here in the count. A 1-2 count to Hernandez. Morgan Jones trying to start things off differently than she did last inning. Payoff pitch, high. Looked like a breaking ball. Had some sort of spin on it, possibly a rise ball.
Might have even lost a little bit of a handle on it the way that one came off.
Looked like a rise ball to me.
Remember, technically they don't rise.
Oh, yeah.
At least according to some scientists.
Here we go. This ball lined into left field. That's a base hit for Hernandez. So things starting off almost similarly.
That's a little bit surprising to me, but Jones obviously saw something she liked in that pitch, a little bit up and in. And Hernandez, similar to the time that she saw it 2 pitches before, was able to turn on it and get good contact. I expected Jones really to set up something moving away there, but elected to go back inside, and Hernandez wasn't fooled.
She came back inside. That's ending up biting her in the butt here in the bottom of the second inning. Due up now is Adriana Aguilar, center fielder. His pitch away. Bunt attempt. She pulled back in time. It's going to be ball 1, 1-0. No outs here. Runner on first in the bottom of the second.
Now the bunt is the conventional play here, but I'm still a little bit surprised playing for one. Hernandez not necessarily great speed at first base, and this is not a team that tends to play for 1 run at a time in San Joaquin Delta.
Here the bunt straight back to the pitcher. Not going to choose for the play at second base. Morgan Jones throws to Jordan Davis, and the bunt is down. That's going to go as a sacrifice. Does her job of moving the runner over.
That's a nice job by Davis getting that bunt down. And moving the runner
over. The point
over.
is you want to get a runner who's not necessarily as fast, as close as possible to the plate, because in scoring position then you have a chance to get them around, and you don't want runners trailing a slow runner.
Yeah, I'm just from a different era where you play for the beginning, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
Small ball.
Because we've learned something about my managerial style.
Small ball, the name of the game.
Such as it is.
Here's the pitch. First pitch, a ball to Lauren Garut.
Yeah,
I have it written down.
No, that's right. Well, Lauren, I am Garut.
Lauren Garut.
Wow.
373 on the season, 4 home runs, 24 runs batted in.
Lauren Garut. Payoff pitch here, foul to the right-hand side, backwards.
You know, I'm sure that Lauren's life was very quiet up until just a couple of years ago with the last name of Garut, and probably hardly came up at all. Nothing really reminded anybody of anything.
It would be a very apt Halloween costume.
Sure, it's only recently.
Just late on that one, fouling it back into the right-hand side. This another bunt attempt. Not there. This one falls in for a ball. 2-1 that goes the count. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Runner at second base. Hernandez hanging out, trying to see whether or not the bunt will get down.
And I think to your point, you move Hernandez into scoring position, and then you have a batter like Garut, and then the top of the order coming up.
This ball grounded to the third baseman, Quirk, who throws it over to first. Checked the runner at second to make sure she wasn't getting over. Jordan Davis over there for the putout. That's going to be out number 2. And essentially the kill of a rally here if they can get out of this inning.
Give your big bats an opportunity to pick up a run. I can see the wisdom.
And now we have the leadoff hitter coming up. Kaylee Burkle hit that double last time to right field right down the line. This is a dangerous hitter, especially with a runner in scoring position. And on a deep ball like the last time, opportunity to get a run across and extend on that lead. Or excuse me, tie the game up here. There's ball 1 here. Called on an outside fastball. Looked very close to me, but
fascinating to see how the Mustangs put their lineup together. See Garut with a 373 average and good extra base power in the 9 spot. I think drop her all the way to the bottom, but obviously that's a nod toward Burkle at the top of the order being such a great run producer with 10 home runs and over 50 runs batted in.
Hit by pitch comes a little too far inside. This is the second one we see of the game. First one coming from Delta against Mateo. Now this time Mateo answering back, hitting another hitter. Now you have a force play at any base. Runners first and second here in the bottom of the second.
Pinch runner.
They're going to call him for the pinch runner. Over at second base. A little more speed. Mariah Gershot. They're going to use the sub. Now up, Haley Nunez. She hit that floater, base hit to left field. And here's the play at third. Not in time, no throw, no more force. Allie Steins relaxes just too long for a second. Not able to get the play at third. Pass balls will kill you, and that was one of those situations where now you have runners 60 feet away.
It's Nunes, not Nunez. I made the same mistake too, Emery.
Now I don't feel nearly as bad. 2-0 the count after the pass ball.
It's an homage to Harry Carey.
Nunez 1-1 on the day.
No, Harry would be talking about what her name was spelled backwards.
This ball inside, and here's the pass ball. Will he have a play at the plate? And she's safe at the plate. Tie ball game here in the bottom of the second. Pass ball is killing you.
How about going to Gershot with the pinch running at second base, followed by back-to-back pass balls, and Gershot comes around to score.
And there's the equalizer.
Not only that, we're now in a 3-0 count. Tie ball game here.
If you're Jones, you got to bear down quickly here. You give up a base hit of any kind here, and you give away the lead.
Mound Conference obviously to settle Morgan Jones.
For what? Oh, yeah.
It's always important to make sure pitcher has a clear mind going into the next batter here especially after going into the rest of this count, especially after throwing 3 balls in a row.
Well, now she does have first base open.
Nunes looking to work out a walk here. Oh, and that one's inside. Another hit by pitch. Runners at the corners now. Bottom of the second, 2 outs.
Well, we talked about when not to hit a batter with 2 strikes. 3-0, maybe that's a situation where it doesn't hurt you quite as bad. You're already way down in the count.
Hit him earlier in the count.
That's where you make your hit batsman count.
Yeah, you want that base, you better earn it, huh? This brings up Vanessa Contreras, third baseman. Jones has to work out of a jam here. Breaking ball. Strike 1, just swings straight over it. No chance there. The lights beaming down on the field as the sun is setting. Wind moving left to right. It's getting a little bit cooler here. It's nice to have that cool breeze blowing through the stadium. Ground ball hit to the third baseman. Lauren Quirk throws across the field. Is able to get the put out here in the bottom of the second. We head to the top of the third here on SoCal College Sports. We'll see you in a moment. And we're back here for the top of the third inning. The due up now is San Mateo here in the top of the third. looking to answer back after giving up the tying run there in the bottom of the second. Due up now, Allie Steins, catcher.
Third inning for the Bulldogs. The catcher, number 17, Allie Stein.
Peyton Rose able to make the adjustment, had a strikeout and then 2 ground ball outs. At the end of the second, this ball away for ball 1. 1-0 the count here in the top of the third. Peyton Rose threw a lot more strikes last inning and was able to get ahead a lot earlier, which caused hitters to be off balance. Now it's 2-0 the count. She has to make sure that she's effective early on in counts here.
She needs a blue light on top of her cart. Game management, please.
Ground ball hit to Kaylee Dirkhall, who has the put out to Ariana Hernandez. Ground ball to the shortstop. That's the first out of the top of the third.
Yeah, can of corn for Burkle there. Routine play.
G63 in the book. First out, bringing up Gabby Zucchiotti. Last at bat, crushed the home run to right field.
They call her the Zook. What a great nickname.
See if she can cash it in on another mistake as ball 1 comes in. By the way, that home run was hit on the first pitch of that bat.
It's a good adjustment there by Peyton Rose.
Rose in the delivery, fires, and this one a breaking ball up center, and it's fouled to the catcher who gets the put out. Chance Bailey able to get the put out here, and a very, very important out is made as Gabby Zucchiotti not able to do anything here.
So Rose switches it up, goes away from the fastball there. Zucchiotti crushed last time up. Breaking ball induces the pop-up. Out number 2 here. It's 2 2/3 done here by Peyton Rose, who's only given up 2 runs.
Yeah, left-handed batters really love that high and inside fastball. Actually, pretty much anything inside to a left-handed hitter, especially if you're a right-handed pitcher, is absolutely devastating. As there goes ball 1 to Samantha Dean. It's especially important. Your pitching coaches teach both softball and baseball pitchers to make sure that they keep the ball off of that inside of the plate if it's an opposite-handed hitter. And there's a base hit lined into right field by Samantha Dean. She's got a base hit, and there she goes. First runner on and leads it off with 2 outs here in the top of the third here for San Joaquin Delta. Excuse me, San Mateo. Bringing up Jordan Davis.
First baseman, number 22, Jordan Davis.
No first pitch strikes here, regardless of the amount of outs. And there's a dropped ball, and now a throw from the catcher that was quite ugly. Chance Bailey not able to play that ball well, and we get a stolen base on the pass ball from Samantha Dean.
Oh, I want to say it was Major League 2 where the catcher had an issue throwing back to the pitcher, Rube.
Hey, remember how he gets
Yeah. I remember how he got over it. Yeah. I'm not going to go over it. If you know the movie, then you know what I'm talking about.
Fastball away, ball 2.
If you know the movie, you see too many movies.
Samantha Dean hit by pitch last at bat.
Anything past Major League 1 wasn't very good.
2-0 the count, 2 outs here in the top of the third. Here's a high pitch. This one gets away from the pitcher, and another pass ball. And another stolen pitch, or excuse me, stolen base. Well, it's not stolen if it's a pass ball. So, my mistake there.
The base is taken.
The base is taken, though. Nonetheless, you have a runner on third. Samantha Dean, 60 feet away.
I guess it's stolen in a sense, but not technically.
Not statistically speaking. Fastball away, ball 3.
I think Rose is starting to show some frustration out there. Bailey falls down, allows second to be taken, then third is taken on the pass ball, and Wheels starting to fall off here. 2 gone, 1 out away from getting out of the inning, but big out.
Ooh, line drive right at the pitcher. Peyton Rose able to handle it well, gets the out. It was a line drive. Good job by Peyton Rose. And we're headed to the bottom of the third. We'll see you in a moment here on SoCal College Sports. We're back here, bottom of the third. Due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitter. Chance Bailey, Haley Kaufman, and Chastity Davis. Leading off now, Chance Bailey, the catcher.
Yes, Chase Bailey, the sophomore catcher, batting .285 on the season.
First pitch fastball for a strike here.
Yeah, it was Bailey that was caught up in a play yesterday with Alexis Zavala. Zavala went deep for Cypress College, and that was in the night game. San Joaquin Delta, a questionable slide. Had a chance to talk with Coach Pickley. He wasn't a fan of that slide.
This one grounded to third baseman Lauren Quirk, who throws over to first for the putout just in time. Jordan Davis makes the stretch. That's the first out of the inning.
Watch it again here. It's a good job. That's a good throw. Throwing it over, pretty bang bang, but they get Bailey at first for out number 1.
Sends up Haley Kaufman, who struck out looking her last time up on a full count. There's a fastball right down the middle of the plate, caught her looking. She froze. This one fouled straight back. Allie Stein's there to grab it, nonetheless foul ball. Jones into the delivery. Fires, breaking ball, swing and a miss. There we go, 0-2 the count. Kaufman not looking any more confident at the plate than she did last time. This pitch away, looked at, ball 1. Morgan Jones doing a good job of moving the ball around the plate. We'll see if she comes inside on this one.
3 games on the slate today, 1 already in the books. We have Cypress already through in the winner's bracket for tomorrow, Championship Sunday. We'll have that game for you. 1 win away from another state title in the record books for Cypress.
Last pitch farther outside, 2-2 the count. 1 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the third.
A game after this, it'll be winner of this game and the loser of game 1, Mount Sac.
This one lined, and what a jumping play by Megan Wells. Holy cow. Can we get a replay on that one? Oh my goodness, she just gets up right there. Kaufman hits a line drive straight up, and wow.
Check.
Now up Chastity Davis. Struck out last time as well. That was the end of the inning. This one grounded shortstop. Megan Wells fields it, and what a stretch. And they say she was on the bag, gets the out, retires the runner. Jordan Davis comes up clutch with a long stretch and pick right there. First pitch of that bat, Chastity Davis hit it deep in the hole, and what a job by the defense. That's the end of the third, and we will step away for a moment and come back with the top of the fourth on SoCal College Sports. Back here in the bottom of the third. Due up the 7-8-9 batter, starting with Lexi Riccardi, the designated player, and Lauren Kirk, third baseman, and Emily Kotla, the left fielder. But up to bat, Lexi Riccardi. She grounded into put out by the shortstop last time. This one fouled to the right-hand side. Had some nasty spin on it. She was just behind that one. 0-1 the count.
We have an originally slated start time of 8 p.m. for the third game today. That'll be decidedly later unless there's an unforeseeable mercy rule that's implemented here. 2-2 game. This is shades of yesterday in a 3-2 win for Mount Sac over College of San Mateo.
There's a ball by Rose. 1-1 the count here. Cardi up at the top of the box. Here's the pitch. Hits it high to right field. Chastity Davis there to make the catch for out number one here in the top of the, the top of
the fourth.
Top of the fourth. Wow, time flies when you're having fun.
Coming to the plate, the number 8 here, third baseman, Lauren Quirk.
Lauren hits a single to the left center gap last time up. Line drive. Only reached first, did not advance any farther from there. Takes ball one.
Yeah, Lauren Quirk.
From Peyton Rose.
Freshman infielder / pitcher, batting .390 on the year. 19 walks, only 7 strikeouts. So very good eye at the plate here for College of San Mateo.
Another pitch outside for ball number 2. 2-0 goes the count. 1 out. No runners on here in the top of the fourth. Breaking ball over the center. Looked like a changeup. High pop fly to center field on the warning track.
Oof. Give it a ride.
Just short. Got just underneath it. That's going to be a fly out to Adriana Aguilar, who is reaching for the center field fence, actually, as she goes back. It was about a step away from changing this game score-wise.
Thank you.
And it looks like we already have a pinch hitter entering the game.
Number 5, Madeline Morris.
Yeah, Madeline Morris. Freshman. looking to show up on a big stage here. So, Bulldogs looking to change it up just a little bit.
Hugging the plate, that ball inside. It's going to be called a strike here. 0-1 the count, 2 outs. Top of the 4th. She's really inside on the plate. Inside fastball saws her off. Ball to Kaylee Burkle, who gets it there in time. Adriana Hernandez there stretching for the putout, and that's out number 3 for the top of the 4th. We head to the bottom of the 4th here on SoCal College Sports. We'll see you in a moment. And we're back here in the bottom of the 4th. Due up is a 7, 8, and 9 batter, starting with Ariana Hernandez to Adriana Aguilar and Lauren Garut. Lauren, I am Garut.
Yeah, the Garut. That's how I was able to remember it. I just stuck with it.
Ariana Hernandez singled to left field last time. That was the ball just down the line.
And I mean that.
Line drive
with
over
all
the third
respect.
baseman's head. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Nothing but esteem.
This ball low, ball 1. Morgan Jones settled down, only faced 3 hitters last inning. This next payoff pitch here to third baseman. Quirk running over, makes a great play. There it is for out number 1 of the bottom of the 4th inning. See that play
one more time. Showing great range on the run.
Does a good job of handling the hop there. She got a little bit short hopped. Able to get the throw over in time. Now up Adriana Aguilar, center fielder. A lot of speed from her. Beware of her on the base path, says she takes strike 1 on the outside corner. Squaring to bunt, does not. It's a slash to the second baseman. Samantha Dean fields it cleanly and sends it over to Jordan Davis for the putout. That's out number 2.
I love the array of handshakes in the circle every time there's an out. Do you guys do that in baseball?
No. Absolutely not. If someone came up to me during the middle of the game, I'd tell them, get away from me, please.
Does anyone have privileges to come to the mound? Is there anybody that is allowed to come to the mound?
My catcher is the only person I'll let come up to the mound.
You know, can you imagine if Russell Westbrook was a pitcher?
Oh, gosh.
He'd have like a team celebration every time there was an out recorded. He'd be doing like the running man. Ooh.
This one, a fastball away, popped up, and that's going to be easy peasy for Kristen Kawaki. And there it is, out number 3 of the bottom of the 4th. We head to the top of the 5th here on SoCal College Sports. return here for the top of the 5th inning. San Mateo with the top of the order due up. Leadoff hitter Megan Wells up to bat.
Shortstop number 3, Megan Wells.
Hit a base hit her first time up the middle. It was a ground ball up the middle and then grounded to the pitcher.
Oof.
This one fouled long and to the left-hand side down left field line. Just a long strike there. 1 for 2 on the day. Almost the same exact play twice in a row. First one squeaked by the pitcher, the second one did not. It was a chopper to the pitcher the first time.
Shades of game 1 for San Mateo again.
Yep.
Same type of game, late innings.
Ball low and away. 1-1 count here.
Yeah, we'll continue to hammer home the point. This is much of what we saw yesterday in the loss versus Mount Sac in game 1 for College of San Mateo, a 2-2 ball game late in the ball game. Go, go, go.
This ball long to left field off the wall. It's going to be a leadoff double here for San Mateo, the Bulldogs. Able to come up huge here in the top of the 5th. Runner on second base. That would be Megan Wells and her quick legs. Bringing up Kristen Kawaki.
Yeah, Wells crushes that. Nearly took the lead herself. He goes off of the wall. It's a stand-up double lead off the 5th for the Bulldogs.
Well, I was literally just going to mention to you the fact that both Peyton Rose and Morgan Jones had seemed to settle in there for at least 2 innings. Both of them had relatively short innings.
The classic broadcaster jinx. Before you said it, though.
Oh, yeah, before I said it, so it's not my fault.
Yeah, Stoyanov's the master at that.
Here's a bunt down the third base line by Kristen Kawaki, and it moves the runner 60 feet away from the sweet nectar of home plate.
See what you did there.
Oh. For those of you at home who caught that, I applaud you, fellow Chiefs fans.
Brings up the catcher number 17.
Or broadcasting fans.
Oh, yeah.
We're broadcasting fans because we're kind of nerds. Just comes with the territory.
All 3 of us right now are wearing glasses. I mean, if that's not actually
what do you
all
got
4
against
of us,
glasses?
all 4 of us. I have nothing against glasses. Line drive into right field, right center field, and that's going to be for extra bases. Brings home the runner, and wow, what a job by Allie Steins. Line drive right center, just out of range from Adriana Aguilar. That's a double and a run here for the San Mateo Bulldogs, and what a job by Allie Steins.
We'll watch it again here on the replay. Steins takes a fastball, and the fastball losing a little zip from Peyton Rose. She tattoos it to the center field wall, off of the wall, so 2 doubles this inning. Wells comes in to score. It's 3-2. The Bulldogs looking to add to it right now in the top of the 5th.
2 doubles. That's showing that the offense right now for San Mateo is clearly seeing the ball.
Yeah. Well, the sun is fully set. You know, you probably were going to expect a little lull in the offense. Matt Folsom mentioned yesterday as the sun was settling that the shadows do play a factor in terms of being able to see the ball come out of the pitcher's hands. That window has seemed to subside here, and the Bulldogs are taking full advantage.
First pitch to Zucchiotti, ball 1 away.
And when you couple that with the fact that Rose may be losing a little zip on the fastball, this could be disastrous potentially for San Joaquin Delta. Only 1 gone here, runner in scoring position for San Mateo.
I'd be very surprised if Zucchiotti saw a lot to hit here.
Fastball away, hit to the shortstop, Kaylee Burkle, who throws it over to first. That's the second out of the inning. And Peyton Rose gets rid of a very tough out here in the top of the 5th.
Maybe the toughest out in the entirety of the order for College of San Mateo. So the Zook is put down. Still a runner at second, but now 2 outs.
Samantha Dean, base hit last time. This fastball on the outside corner, just barely missed, ball 1. 1-0 the count. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Runner at second base. The wind has definitely calmed down, moving left to right. It's basically dead out there. This ball down the middle, and this is ripped to left field. There's going to be no play at home, sending Allie Steins all the way, and it's another double stand-up for Samantha Dean.
Trip doubles here in the top of the 5th for the Bulldogs, and it's 4-2.
They are seeing the ball well, let me tell you. And that's an RBI. 2 RBIs in a row here. Not in a row, but 2 RBIs on the inning on 3 hits.
And a couple of big 2-out hits for the Bulldogs, and they've been waiting most of this weekend for that.
Bringing up Jordan Davis.
Timely hitting was not there versus Mount Sac on day 1. Decidedly different story here on day 2 in the elimination bracket.
First pitch strike in there. This ball hit to the shortstop. Kaylee Burkle throws it over to the first baseman, Ariana Hernandez, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Not before the Bulldogs come away with 2 runs on 3 hits, all 3 of them being doubles and 2 RBIs. We'll see you at the bottom of the 5th on SoCal College Sports.
And remember, everybody, if you have friends or family that couldn't make it up to Bakersfield for this weekend's festivities, let them know that they can catch all of this weekend's action on our website at www.socalcollegesports.com or by checking out our YouTube channel at SoCal College Sports 1. And then also feel free to let us know how we're doing on Twitter or just say hi at SoCal College SPO.
Yeah, I think I asked y'all to tweet at us and tell us where you're listening from and what the weather's like.
And I checked earlier, there was no replies yet.
No replies. Come on, guys.
It's like they don't care about the weather.
Because it's absolutely gorgeous here this afternoon in Bakersfield, in this beautiful venue, an event put on by Bakersfield Community College and the 3C2A. They take their sports very seriously out here in Bakersfield, and we absolutely love it here. One of my favorite all-time memories of broadcasting was in the Memorial Stadium over there, the football stadium looming in the background. Such a beautiful stadium. Sits 20,000 people, if you believe it, and they filled it to capacity so many times.
They did when we went there to do the
state championship game versus City College of San Francisco.
Oh, man, I'm
sure
that
Bakersfield won the championship for state football.
Was that 2012 or
12 or 13?
Yeah,
I'm sure that must have been amazing.
It was the year of Ebon Feathers at Ventura College. We ended up doing most of that season for Ventura, and Ventura had dispatched Bakersfield earlier in that season. And in fact, Ventura went undefeated that year in the regular season, and they just ran into an absolute buzzsaw in Bakersfield, who ended up being the wild card.
Enough about football.
Yeah.
There's ball 1. A very close pitch there, low and inside, called by the umpire. 1-1 the count here at the bottom of the 5th, no outs.
That's true. We don't want to offend anybody that doesn't want to hear about other sports.
Yeah. Here at the top of the order, we have Kaylee Burkle.
let's face it, this is the United States. I thought there was only football.
It's true.
Inside fastball. Foul tip. Almost came close to sawing her off there. 1-2 the count. Payoff pitch up the middle. That's a base hit. San Joaquin Delta not done here and looking to answer back in the 4-2 deficit that they're on right now. Base hit up the middle. What a good job by Kaylee Burkle.
And an immediate answer by the Mustangs has been their want really all weekend.
It's good now, yeah?
Leadoff
Oh, you adjusted it there. Perfect. Yeah.
I'll go fix it after this game.
And a slapped ball. Almost a double play opportunity here. Almost a double play opportunity here for Samantha Dean, but she elected to do the fielder's choice, moving the ball over to first base for the first out of the inning. Nonetheless, it does its job and moves the base runner over to second base. Kaylee Burkle in scoring position here after the fielder's choice. Brings up Vanessa Contreras. Hit into a fielder's choice, but reached the first time and then grounded to the third baseman, her second at bat. Here is a foul ball to right field just off the netting here. She just missed that one. It's a tad bit late. Strike one. Payoff pitch. Low and away, ball one. 1-1 the count. We got one's guns, as they say. One ball, one pitch, one strike, one out.
I prefer trip deuces.
Trip deuces. That's deuces wild.
You prefer a set of deuces because that's even more of a moneymaker.
It really is.
Better disguised hand.
A fastball at the top of the zone, ball two.
It's so underrated, but it's also a hand that you can just be completely crushed in.
False confidence, my friends. Nonetheless, one's guns, you're supposed to pull out the revolver in the dugout in your hand.
If we talk about poker, and it doesn't count as a sport, is that talking about another sport on another sport?
We move to a 3-1 count, runner on second base.
Anything that's on ESPN that much is a sport.
Vanessa
I gotta believe
Contreras
you're right.
looking to work out a walk here in the bottom of the fifth.
They've got Scrabble tournaments on ESPN.
Was that on the Ocho?
Fouled off, full count now. Vanessa Contreras fouls it off the inside of her leg there. Morgan Jones doing her best to work out of this at bat.
Well, Jones obviously at this point wants to go after the hitter.
Oh, yeah.
Representing the tying run at the plate, the last thing you want to do is put her on first base where an extra base hit can tie this game up.
Well,
Expect her to come in with a fastball here.
It's your three hitter, so you have to assume she's kind of fast. Nonetheless, it's a base on balls.
Being told that Madeline Mercer is your new pitcher out there for San Mateo. Get you some numbers on Mercer shortly here.
How tall is she?
We don't have that stat listed. Madison Mercer, freshman pitcher. This is your 34th appearance on the season. 23-5 coming in. ERA of 1.07.
Very tall.
85 Ks, 61 walks,
That's ball one to Chance Bailey.
and 157 innings pitched.
That's a lot of innings.
Yeah,
That's a lot of innings. I think she's their ace, is she not?
I believe so.
A little
She took the
surprised to
loss.
see Mercer in this situation. If San Mateo wins this game, they go right back to work here in 45 minutes against Mount Sac. You expect to see Mercer again in that game, and they had the 4-2 lead, and Jones had settled down.
Ground ball up the middle. Tips off of Kristen Kawaki's glove. The ball thrown to third. Safe call at third base. That scores a run, and Vanessa Contreras safe at thirds. We now have runners on the corners, one out here in the bottom of the fifth. That is going to end up being a very large hit from Chance Bailey here in the bottom of the fifth.
And it's a single and an error that allows the runner to advance. I think the run scores regardless.
Yeah, it's an earned run. It's a RBI.
Guys, just to finish that point, I'm a little bit surprised to see Mercer in this situation after Jones had really settled down and they'd given her the 4-2 lead, especially with San Mateo having to play later tonight if they're fortunate enough to win this game.
3-4 ball game now. First pitch strike over there for Haley Kaufman. Mustangs not done. This pitch low. And there's runners caught in a rundown right now. Oh! Almost thrown out at third base was Vanessa Contreras. The throw from Allie Stein, she didn't really know where to throw the ball because what had happened is that Chance Bailey had thought it was going to be a steal play, and she ran over to third base. Nonetheless, Vanessa Contreras did not go, and they were almost trapped both at the same base. And then Allie Steins, the catcher, runs out and tries to get the play. Unfortunately, there was no out there. She threw it to Lauren Court trying to get Vanessa Contreras. Throw not in time. Ground ball hit through the gap, the 5-6 hole, and that scores the tying run. There it is, an RBI for Haley Kaufman.
This is a tremendous response by the Mustangs. After going down 4-2, you thought maybe it was slipping away, but able to come back with a big inning here and threatening to take the lead.
Well, I believe the descriptive word from Matt Folsom yesterday was pugnacious, and showing every bit of it here are the Mustangs. They've tied it up at 4, and they got 2 runners in scoring position, only 1 out.
Help me out of my English here. Are they showing pugnacity?
I think that's right. I think they
strike,
are.
first pitch strike here.
Now there's something we can tweet about.
That's true.
Madeline Mercer.
If you tweeted a pugnacious meme, would you have a pug as the face of that meme?
Possibly here.
You just blew my mind.
0-1, the count, 1 out, runners on the corners. Ground ball hit to the shortstop. Play at the plate. Is the tag there? Yes, it is. Oh, my goodness, Megan Wells. What a play to Allie Steins. Throws it, gets the throw there in time.
Slide her back.
We're going to see the replay here on home plate. What a play and heads-up decision by Megan Wells to get that out. What a good job. Keeps Delta from taking the lead here. Oh, and she had the tag. You see it on the replay.
Wells has been fearless on that throw all weekend. We've seen it a couple of
Second
times.
time. And she keeps it at a 4-4 ball game. Still runners on second and third, but now you're only an out away from getting out of the inning.
I think it's safe to say that if Megan Wells has a ball hit to her and there's a runner at third, she's coming home.
Very accurate with that throw, too.
Yep.
Low ball 1 to Ariana Hernandez. She grounded to the third baseman last time on the short little chopper. Two outs here. Runner on second and first. The bottom of the 5th has proven very interesting. Ball 2 here to Hernandez.
Been an interesting 5th inning altogether with San Mateo taking the lead in the top of the inning, and this one continues to be back and forth.
What an exciting ball game we have here. Ball 3 from Madeline Mercer. The question in everyone's mind is, was it a mistake to take out Morgan Jones, who had seemed to have calmed down there from the 3rd inning to the 4th inning?
Well, it's tough to question the move when you bring in your ace in relief.
That's
but
ball
Delta
4, loading the bases.
has done a great job, and Mercer really reeling here in the 5th inning, having given up the lead and now in a position to possibly allow San Joaquin Delta to really blow it open here. Tie ball game.
This is oftentimes a situation that you dream of as a young child. Bases loaded, not necessarily the bottom of the 9th or bottom of the 7th for softball, but 2 outs, a chance to put your team ahead. And there's strike 1 called on the outside corner to Adriana Aguilar.
It's a generous strike there for Mercer, but she'll take it. Aguilar in the season coming in batting .319. She does have a home run to her credit, so a little power there.
I'm not going to knock the umpire too badly, though. He's been pretty consistent today. Fly ball hit to right field. Coming over is Gabby Zucchiotti, who gets the final out and retires the final hitter of the 5th inning, and it's a 4-4 ball game. We head to the top of the 6th here on SoCal College Sports. We're back here in the top of the 6th inning, tie ball game 4-4. The San Mateo Bulldogs due up here 9-1-2 in the lineup, leading off. This one, a pop fly hit into the infield. Caught by the shortstop. Excuse me, we have 7, 8, 9 due up here in the 6th inning. That was my mistake. That's a strike on the outside corner to Lauren Quirk. Lexi Riccardi, designated player, due up last inning, or excuse me, due up was the leadoff hitter of this inning. Lauren Quirk takes strike 1 here to start the count off. That's a fastball on the outside corner. Ball 1. 1-1 the count, 1 out. You got one's guns, as they say. You guys are probably sick of hearing that by now. Pitch from Rose, fouled. Back into the left, strike 2. 1-2 the count. Payne Rose in a great position here. Get a put out, very head. In many ways, this is the count that you want to be in, either 0-2 or 1-2. The confidence that you have when you're in these counts is 10 times more. That a breaking ball in the outside corner brings count to 2-2. 1 out here. The top of the 6th. Lauren Quirk hit that long fly ball to center field. Last at bat and their first at bat. Here's a line drive up the middle. That's going to be a base hit here for Lauren Quirk. She's 2-3 on the day. We have
Mount San Antonio College out there waiting, and they will have the winner of our game here in Game 5 of the weekend. That coming up 45 minutes after the conclusion of this one.
Emily Kotla back into the game after being pinch hit for last at bat. Takes ball 1. Struck out her last at bat, then was subbed for into the 4th inning by Madeline Morris, who grounded to the shortstop for the 3rd out of the inning. This time with a runner on first. Kotla looking to do something here. Takes ball 2. Pitch fouled way over to the left side. Way ahead of that one, took an inside fastball. Took it exactly where it was pitched to. That's strike 2-1 the count. You have Quirk taking an okay lead from first. Morris squaring to bunt. And slap, there it is, foul to the right side. Back to a 2-2 count, 1 out here in the top of the 6th. This one's hammered. To the left-hand side goes exactly where the coaches' tables are set up. What did the chair ever do to her?
Good location, though. Not much you're going to be able to do with that pitch in fair territory, so you're really in no danger there.
Well, that's the thing is, you know, as the hitters get better and the higher you go, they learn to foul off pitches that they don't necessarily like. And that's, a very high level of thinking in regards to an approach that you take to the field. See, there's an outside fastball that's probably going to be a strike there, fouled off again. She's waiting for the pitch that she really wants. Here's the payoff pitch, inside fastball. That's hit fair. Umpire calls it for fair. Heading over to third base is Lauren Quirk, who's in there in time, and that's a double for Madeline Morris, who struck out her first time up and hits a ball down the line. What a clutch hit that is. Now we have San Mateo with an opportunity to score here. 1 out in the top of the 6th.
Back and forth. What else would you have expected but an immediate answer from San Mateo, and you get the feeling this is the team that bats last.
Megan Wells due up, the leadoff hitter. Here she comes. Base hit the first time, grounded out to the pitcher on a very similar hit the first time, more of a chopper. And then she hits the double almost off the wall in her third at bat. 2 for 3 on the day, takes ball 1. Two runners in scoring position. This is her chance to do something deadly. Breaking ball. Ball 2. Looks like a changeup of sorts. Payne Rose definitely not with the life in her arm that she had in the first game. Pitch on the outside corner, fastball called ball 3.
She does have first base open here with runners at second and third, only 1 out.
Now this brings up a point I want to ask is, in some ways, is it better to walk Wells to get to Kawaki, who has not gotten on base all day long?
Well, your ideal scenario, I imagine, if you're Rose here on the mound, is that you can get Wells to chase a pitch out of the zone, get herself out, maybe an easy pop out or even go down on strikes.
Exactly. And so she ends up walking on her trip to the plate. Now we get to Kristen Kawaki. Mike called her Kirsten. I knew I was saying it right the whole time. And you can hear the sound of the Delta fans in the background. And here's a ground ball up the middle. Ball thrown to catcher and the first baseman. It's a double play. Delta gets out of it. Holy cow, what a play.
Take a look at the replay very quickly as we head toward the bottom of the 6th. Golden opportunity by the wayside for the Bulldogs. And we continue on in a 4-4 tie.
Into the bottom of the 6th here. Delta comes up huge there with a clutch play to end the top of the 6th with the ground ball hit by Kristen Kawaki, who has not reached at any point during today's game. I guess the walk to Megan Wells was somewhat instrumental into setting that up because it got the force play at home.
Yeah.
Mike, you were talking a little bit in a conversation with Matt Folsom about why they made the pitching change. Did he have some insight into why they'd made the change, as he's been watching San Mateo and been very close to the program all year?
Yeah, Jones, she had hit 3 batters earlier in the previous inning before she was relieved by their Jones Mercer. So Mercer comes in, she's the team's ace, and it's tough to question. As I was alluding to earlier, it's tough to question bringing in your ace after the pitcher that started the game and just hit 3 batters. A little erratic. Didn't want that to get away. Obviously, Delta showing they are the gritty group that they are. Come back and answer with 2 to tie it up in the inning that Mercer came in. And now we are knotted up at 4-all in the bottom of the 6th. But that top of the 6th, what a missed opportunity for College of San Mateo. Bases loaded, 1 out, and they come up empty.
It was very similar. They led 2-1 in game 1 and had the bases loaded with 1 out, a chance to really take command in that game. They let that opportunity go by the wayside. The Mounties came back, got single runs in 2 innings, and ended up winning it 3-2. And you have to hope if you're San Mateo that this is not deja vu all over again when they had a bases loaded opportunity again.
Well, the theme of the weekend for San Mateo is really missed opportunities, and they really missed out on some yesterday versus Mount Sac en route to the loss. Now they're in the elimination bracket, and could be a story of what could have been here for the Bulldogs 2 years in a row. Last year, they came up, finished 3rd in the tournament behind Sacramento City and Santiago Canyon, who ended up winning. And, San Mateo in the elimination bracket. Delta trying to scrap a victory out here up in Bakersfield.
Thank you for the insight, guys. While we were away, Lauren Garut hits into a ground ball out to the second baseman. Samantha Dean throws it to Jordan Davis and records the out. Now up, Kaylee Burkle, who has had a very colorful day, a double, hit by pitch, and then a single. Count 2-1. Looking to lead things off with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Fastball high, count goes to 3-1. I can always trust on you guys to have great insider information.
I don't know about insider.
Well, yeah, know enough to talk to Matt Folsom, who I guess has
Folsom
the information.
is very in tune to what's going on in the North, and this is an all-North elimination bracket game.
But we've always been pretty good at repeating inside information when it's given to us.
Hey,
we've always had that club in our bag.
Remember, it's not what you know, it's who you know in this industry.
So true.
Kaylee Burkle works out a walk to lead things off with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. This brings up Haley Nunes.
Burkle with 10 jacks on the year. So
not someone you necessarily want to pitch to.
Nah, I think you don't want to give her anything to hit. If you walk her, you got 1 out. Now it sets a double play opportunity.
Ground ball to the second baseman, Dean. Dean gets the throw off.
Man, that was close.
In time, it was actually the second base umpire who eventually made the call.
Over here. This is going to be.
So the throw was not in time. What ended up happening, she ended up tagging the runner out. Oh, no, they're going to call an interference call.
I think she beat that.
Oh, no,
she beat that. They call the interference.
Interference in second.
The runner ran into the fielder with the ball.
So the runner's out. Got a runner on first, I guess.
Yes.
Okay. So that's clarified. Burkle's out.
Yeah, you have to make an attempt to get out of the way of the play. Ball 1 to Vanessa Contreras. She hit into a fielder's choice her first time up, grounded out to the third baseman, and then was walked her last time up at the plate.
Just thinking you can't lean into one like Roger Dorn. Is that the rule?
Ow.
Another fastball away, ball 2. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. What seemed to be a little bit of life from Delta has kind of been snuffed out. Don't count them out, though. Contreras
Don't ever count out Delta.
No.
Even after the Mercy Rule lost to Cypress.
Yes, I mean, Cypress is just a very good team. I mean, you cannot count out the fact that Cypress is a top-tier team. Here's a line drive to the outfield. Base hit here for Vanessa Contreras.
It's a good shot there, Matt. Matt Henson, our technical director tonight, along with Stoyanov, Jeff Stoyanov. How about the entire crew? Give yourself a round of applause. You deserve it, gentlemen.
Hey.
He switches so nicely, don't you agree?
Jace Bailey
Yes,
up to
you
the
do.
plate. She reached on a fielder's choice and hit by pitch earlier today. Grounded to the third baseman as well. 2 for 3 on the day. See if she can answer with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs here. High fastball, ball 1.
You know, you start to have the feeling that Madison Mercer this weekend, maybe she's just more comfortable with runners on base because it seems to have been a struggle right from the start. It's just not an inning here this weekend if Madison Mercer isn't putting a runner or 2 on base and then finding a way to wriggle out of the jam.
Breaking ball inside, ball 2.
I got a feeling if she goes back to that pitch, she's going to induce a swing strike.
If it's in the zone, she's absolutely going to induce a swing. Because from a hitter's perspective to a pitcher's perspective, they've seen the pitch once, so they know exactly what it looks like out of the hand. It's easier to pick up, so there we go. That was the exact pitch. Popped out to the second baseman, retired, and we head to the top of the 7th. Still a 4-4 ball game. We got San Joaquin Delta and oh dear.
It's San Mateo.
Yeah.
And we're going to the final inning
Yeah,
here
we're going to the
in
final inning,
regulation.
top of the 7th here in regulation.
We're back in a moment. Everyone, you can watch the game live on www.socalcollegesports.com. You can also go to a YouTube-enabled device, and what that means is if you have an Apple TV or an Xbox One or any type of set-top box with YouTube capability, you can search our channel, SoCal College Sports 1. You can upscale this on your big screen, 1080p. You can also follow us on Twitter at SoCal College SPO. And if you happen to swing by our channel on YouTube, feel free to subscribe. You can catch all the action live. Remember, it's Bakersfield softball championships this week, championship Sunday tomorrow, and then next week, the baseball championships up at Fresno. And here is the top of the 7th.
Due up this inning, Allie Steins, Gabby Zucchiotti, and Samantha Dean, the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Allie Stein comes into this inning 1 for 3 as she takes ball 1.
I believe she has an RBI. RBI double. I think that brought home Wells.
She does have an RBI. It did bring home Wells in that 3-double inning where they tied the game up. This ball fouled and just out of reach from Lauren Garut.
Garut can't.
Strike 1.
A little more, one more life here for Allie Steins.
She wanted to let Allie Steins that we are Groot and not catch the ball in left field. Was that horrible?
It wasn't as bad as you would think, but it wasn't good.
Yeah, it's definitely not good. Well, guys, I'm going to get fired soon.
From who?
You guys.
No.
Payoff pitch. Away, ball 2. 2-1 the count. No outs here in the top of the 7th.
A lot of power in this lineup for San Mateo. You see Zucchiotti leading the team now with 11 bombs on the year. Megan Wells has 8, and Steins at bat right now with 5 big flies on the season.
There's a breaking ball over for strike 2. 2-2 count here.
That's a big pitch by Rose. Rose can ill afford to put Steins on base with Zucchiotti coming up here in a tie game. in the 7th. Goes to the breaking ball 2-1 and gets it over.
Payoff pitch. Grounded and actually rolled fair, and that's going to be called a fair ball. And it looks like Allie Steins is going to be caught between a rock and a hard place there. Chooses not to run, and it ends up being fair.
Let's see if the umpire gets out of the way of this one, see if he walks into the shot.
Yeah, I think that's a good call.
That's
That's
a
right
fair
up the
ball.
line. And
That's a fair ball.
hard to say if Steins is just thinking that one's going to go foul, or maybe it bounced foul, but either way.
It took its first bounce foul. It wasn't foul territory. It was the funny part. Here's a ground ball hit by Zucchiotti, thrown over by Hallie Noons to Ariana Hernandez.
And
For the second out, retires the second hitter, and up now is Samantha Dean.
This is a terrific effort by Rose. The heart of the order coming up here in the 7th in a tie game, and she's gone 2 up, 2 down on a couple of weakly hit ground balls.
I think Zucchiotti needs to settle in there and be a little bit more patient at the plate, wait for her pitch. She pressed a little bit, and Rose induces a ground out. 2 gone here in the 7th.
Fastball away, ball 1. Samantha Dean, also another very colorful day. 2 base hits, a hit by pitch. Also an RBI scored Allie Steins there in the top of the 5th. That was the hit that tied the game. This one, fastball away, ball 2, just off the plate. Peyton Rose has battled today. Some very good innings, some very bad ones. Not very bad, but some tough innings. Here's a screwball on the inside corner, strike 1.
Well, we have to make the point that if this one does head into extra innings or goes long, you know who loves it. Well, Mount San Antonio College just has to sit and wait, but Cypress College, obviously the later they go tonight, they're feeling pretty good. They're already done for the day and just need to win one more tomorrow.
Coach Bickler probably watching this at the Spring Hill Suite Marriott. I know that he's staying there because we are staying there.
Ooh. High pitch for ball 3. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Are you guys thinking what I might be thinking for the bottom of the 7th?
We're not supposed to say it.
Oh.
Lydia, was that a thumbs up?
Walk off. Foul ball.
Walk off. I like it.
What?
You can say that.
Did you say walk off?
I did say walk off.
Oh, I mean, it might happen. If San Mateo is not capable or not able to score a run here, does give San Joaquin Delta the opportunity. Full count here. Pitch over the middle of the plate, pops up. That's Ariana Hernandez there to make the out. Third out of the inning brings up San Joaquin Delta for their final at-bats of regulation here on SoCal College Sports. We're back here in the bottom of the 7th. Delta with the opportunity to leave it right here and walk it off. We're going to see Madeline Mercer do her best job of trying to prevent that from happening. Nonetheless, 4-4. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Due up 5-6-7. Haley Kaufman, Chastity Davis, and Ariana Hernandez. And there's strike 1 to Haley Kaufman. Haley Kaufman struck out looking her first time, hit the line drive to the shortstop, Megan Wells. Takes strike 2. In her second at bat, that was the highlight that we got. What a job by Wells to jump up and catch that ball, if you remember. And then she also had the base hit, ground ball through the infield to the left side through the 5-6 hole. That scored an RBI. Here's a little bloop hit to right field, throw from Gabby Zucchiotti, who tried to come in. Not there in time. That's the leadoff runner aboard here for San Joaquin Delta. Chastity Davis due up. She struck out swinging her first time up and then grounded out to the shortstop and hit into a fielder's choice but reached. Question that comes to mind is whether or not the coaches want to play small ball here. And they choose to do just that, but it's a foul ball.
Yeah, you have to believe they want to here. 1 run here is 10 runs. It's all it takes to get it done. So
yep.
1 run is a big inning.
This is the most exciting part of any type of ball game, whether it's softball or baseball. You have to say you gotta love it. It doesn't get better than this. Payoff pitch, fouled again. There's strike 2. Man, let me tell you, if Madeline Mercer can get through this out, that will change the rest of this inning. From a pitcher's perspective, your mentality once you get that second out or that first out, especially on a person trying to bunt a runner over, changes everything from your mindset. I know I'm taking away from the color job, Jeff. I feel bad. Payoff pitch. Popped up to left field. Emily Cutler underneath it for out number 1, and that is huge.
Well, a couple of good pitches preventing the bunt from getting down, and then Mercer able to finish off the job, gets the lazy fly out to left.
And most importantly, does not advance the runner. Because if you hit a line drive and are able to advance the runner, I mean, that does the job necessarily as a sacrifice.
Yep, absolutely true.
Ariana Hernandez, next batter due up. She hit the base hit to left field her first time up. Reached on a walk. She's 1 for 2 on the day because she grounded into third base. Third baseman playing way up and pending a bunt possibly here. Lauren Quirk not allowing that to happen. As ball 1 comes. Payoff pitch, outside again. Fly ball hit to right field. Caught by Gabby Zucchiotti. And that's the second out of the inning. Madeline Mercer almost able to breathe. Easy,
well,
or
down,
at least for the moment.
Down to the count there, 2 balls and no strikes, but she's able to get out of it, makes a good pitch there, gets another lazy fly out, and now 1 out away.
And then Adriana Aguilar, she bunted and sacrificed her first time up. Grounded out to the second baseman and flew out to the right fielder. Nothing doing for her at all. Fouled it inside fastball. It's a strike. 0-1, 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th, runner on first. Can change everything with the stroke of a bat here. It's a beautiful day at the ballpark tonight. Oh, it's a beautiful night at the ballpark. What a counterintuitive sense that was. There's strike two, thrown a low and away.
I see where you were going with that.
Yeah. Man, it has just cooled off once the sun went down. Got to love the lights, too. I mean, the dream of any young ball player.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the bug show that we're going to have in about an hour.
The bug show here in the beautiful San Joaquin Valley. Payoff pitch. Outside. Oh, does not bite. The umpire does not call it out. Ball one. It's a 1-2 count. 2 outs.
Are we in the San Joaquin Valley?
Oh, yeah.
Is that what this qualifies as?
Oh, yeah.
I know we're in Kern County.
We're in Kern County in the San Joaquin Valley. The giant Central Valley of California.
I just default to California because I know we're there. Or
Yeah.
on the West Coast.
Oh, yeah.
We can cut to camera 2 again.
Cool.
Next pitch high, almost over the head of Allie Steins, and that's a stolen base there for Haley Kaufman.
Davis a little high on the throw. Kaufman over to second, now in scoring position.
Now this changes things in a 2-2 count. We got Deuces Wild. Runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the 7th. This could all change with a stroke of a bat here. You have to play safe.
Base hit to the outfield here.
Not safe. You have to play strong as a pitcher. If you're Madeline Mercer, you have to make the best pitch of the night right now. The pitch. Line drive to the second baseman, Samantha Dean. That's the 3rd out of the inning. No runs at the bottom of the 7th. Here we go on the replay.
Bottom of the 4th inning for the Mustangs. They pick up no runs on.
That's a hot shot.
At the end of 7.
Just a great job defensively. Could have been trouble.
This brings up the San Mateo Mustangs, and we'll see you in extra softball. Gosh, we love free softball, and here it is, the top of the 8th. Next, we'll see you in a moment. And we're back with our center field shot. Finally got that camera up. It's very difficult because when the light changes, obviously the iris has to be changed on the camera because you get a lot darker of a shot than you want in center field during the nighttime. And we finally got it back up, so now you guys can see the beautiful strike zone. And here's a ground ball. That's a fair ball off the third baseman, and a base hit here to lead things off for Lauren Garut. Hard line drive single. First pitch swinging. That's why they call it hot corner. It's a very tough position to play, possibly the hardest in softball. But I tip my hat to the catchers because gotta love your catcher. Brings up.
We got a pinch runner.
Your attention, please. Entering the game for Davis. Number
So
44,
Jordan Davis with the hit.
Addison Morris. Coming to the plate, the designated player number 10, Lexi Riccardi.
Lexi Riccardi.
I
Now
apologize,
the runner
guys.
first.
I completely made a mistake. That was Jordan Davis with the hit last at bat.
Don't acknowledge mistakes like that. Just don't. That one to the backstop off the bat.
It's going to be strike one to Lexi Riccardi.
We're in the 8th.
The bunt foul straight back. Lexi Riccardi Not able to do her job in 2 pitches. We'll see if they choose to stick with the bunt. Hey, and I have a fellow Ottawa Spirit member. There's a guy wearing an Ottawa Spirit t-shirt that, if you guys don't know, that's where I'm going to go play baseball next year.
Yeah.
And I just noticed him walking in. Interesting. I have a fellow teammate possibly here. And there's a base hit from Riccardi. Does her job, gets the runner over, and gets aboard herself. What a job. 0-2. Hard-nosed hitting is what we like to call it. Runners on first and second. No outs here in the top of the 8th. Free softball for y'all. Lauren Quirk due up.
Nobody out. First and second, the Bulldogs missed out on an opportunity where they had 1 out and the bases loaded. They make up for it here.
First pitch strike to Quirk. She's 2 for 3 on the day with a long fly ball that was just to the warning track, and then 2 singles in her first and third at bat. Strike 2 on a foul ball. Is camera 1 whitewashed?
I adjusted it.
No, camera 1, not 2.
Oh, camera 1? No, it's not whitewashed. It's just the filter.
Another foul ball to the left field line this time. It's a 3-pitch at bat here in the top of the 8th. San Mateo Mustangs. Such an opportunity here. Had one last inning. The pitch. Grounded directly to the pitcher. It's going to move the runners over. Almost pulls Jordan Davis off the bag. Excuse me, Ariana Hernandez.
Yeah, Hernandez nearly brings her foot off of the bag, but luckily stays on it. Are they ruling that she's safe? Let's see if we can see the replay here.
No, I believe the coach is, she's just asking for a second opinion. She's not going to be appeased there. She was clearly out on the replay.
I agree.
We'll see it at a second angle. I think she was there. No, she was on.
It was close.
It was a close play. It was a bang play, but replay confirms what we thought. Up to bat, Emily Kotla had the huge single that loaded the bases, or effectively moved the runners over last inning. Swings and misses, strike 1 here. Runners second and third. I'm having flashbacks from the top of the 7th. And the pitch. A bunt up the middle. It's a squeeze play. Throws home. Is the tag? There it is. Not a good squeeze. Let me tell you,
I think they're trying to argue that she missed a tag or she was able to get past the tag. I think she might have got in there. The throw for sure beat her. We'll bring it back one more time. It's such a bang play. We're watching the replay here. I think she stomped the plate before she was tagged on her leg.
Yeah.
That's just so hard to
close.
see. But disaster averted momentarily here for Delta.
Runners still first and third. 1 out.
Got some eyes down near the field confirming that was a pretty good call. Very bang, but tough to figure it out on replay, even with the angle. So 2 gone here. Now in the top of the 8th, and Delta still having to deal with the runners at first and third.
2 outs. Leadoff hitter Megan Wells up to the plate. First pitch outside. You can only assume that they're going to want to pitch around her.
I think that's a good call.
And remember, that brings up Kristen Kawaki, who has not reached at all tonight.
I wouldn't give Wells anything to hit here. 8 bombs on the year. Obviously, she can swing the bat, batting .486 coming in.
Oh, my goodness. There you go. Some paint right there. Strike 1 on Megan Wells. The original start time of the game 3 was 8 o'clock. It's 8:21 now. This one hit up the middle. That's going to be the run. That's going to put San Mateo Mustangs ahead. Excuse me, San Mateo Bulldogs ahead by a run. It's an RBI for Megan Wells. They shouldn't have pitched to her, and now you see why. Runners first and second now.
See the replay here of the hit, the RBI. Go ahead.
Another base hit to left field. The runner's going to be going. And Cutla able to unhitch the trailer, really, and gets home. That's 2 runs. You have to say San Mateo feeling pretty good now. That's another RBI. And Kawaki tells all the haters out there,
including you,
including me, check me out. Look what I can do.
6-4 now.
And a long fly ball hit to center field. Gone! Home run, Ellie Steins. Clear the bases. Oh my goodness, this is madness. The Bulldogs tag on 2 more. Holy cow!
See it one more time here from beyond, and she sends it to the beyond. An unbelievable shot by Steins. 9-4.
3-run home run. Oh
A
my goodness.
A bomb to dead center. Luckily, we moved the camera from yesterday. I think that might have pinpointed the camera.
And there's a ball hit up the middle, fielded by Kaylee Burkle, who gets the 3rd out, and we head to the bottom of the 8th. A huge inning, 9-4. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 runs scored in the top of the 8th, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll see you at the bottom of the 8th. We're here in the bottom of the 8th, ladies and gentlemen. San Mateo Bulldogs leading this one 9-4. Crisis averted in the 7th inning. They were able to establish base hits in the 8th and were able to capitalize on them. What a game we have here. First pitch, grounded hard down the line. Madeline Mercer gets away here with one. 0-1 here, no outs. Bottom of the 8th. Mercer delivers. Breaking ball, strike 2.
Wow.
Outside corner. Can we get a replay of that pitch?
We can.
Great breaking ball just off the plate, though. I would have to say he's calling it probably on the break or where it broke and crossed the plane. Payoff pitch, here it comes. Fastball away. Bayou, strike 3. First out.
Well, it's a tough strike call there on strike 2. Really changes the dynamic of that at bat. And you have to protect, but overextend yourself. And Mercer does a great job of going to the off speed and inducing the strikeout. Delta down to their final 2 outs.
Leadoff hitter up to bat. Kaylee Burkle takes ball 1 in the dirt, low and inside. She has a double, a single, hit by pitch, and was walked today, so has visited the base paths 4 times, on base percentage of 1,000. That's what you asked of a leadoff hitter. 1-0 count. Next pitch, ball 2.
And yet, really have to give it up to Coach Fisher and company for San Joaquin Delta. This is a team that just did not want to go away here in the elimination bracket, and obviously the wheels came off in the top of the 8th versus the Bulldogs hitting.
Payoff pitch, ground ball up the middle. Wells fields it. Oh, and what a stretch by Jordan Davis. Holy cow.
What's up?
Megan Wells makes a tough play. Jordan Davis stretches like none other, gets all the way out there, and bang, bang play there at first base. Wonderful play. You can only imagine the amount of emotions that are going through the players on the field defensively here. First pitch over by Mercer, strike 1. Mercer comes in the 5th, gives up 2, giving up the lead. They end up tying it in the bottom of the 5th, or excuse me, in the top of the 5th. They take the lead. She comes in the bottom, gives up the lead, and there's a ground ball to Quirk. Ground thrown to Jordan Davis, and that's the final out of the ball game. San Mateo, the Bulldogs, still alive in this playoff bracket, and that's the final out of the game. We applaud San Joaquin Delta for fighting so long, and we'll see you in a few minutes, 45 to be exact.
Yeah, we'll see in about 45 minutes. It'll be Mount Sac taking on College of San Mateo. The Bulldogs and the Mounties will do battle yet again in a rematch of Game 1 yesterday in the early game, and it's win or go home. Be back in 45 minutes. Jeff Stoynoff, Matt Folsom will have the call for you. Thank you for joining us, everybody. And again, you can go to our website, www.socalcollegesports.com, as this game and all the games this weekend will be archived to the website and to the YouTube player. You can also go to our YouTube channel, SoCal College Sports 1, and feel free to give us a shout-out. Follow us on Twitter, @SoCal College SPO. For Emery Johnson, I'm Mike Cepeda, Jeff Stoynoff, Matt Henson, Jorge Cepeda signing off. We'll be back in about 45 minutes. Take care, everybody.